Welcome to the installation video of the Hoymiles HMID microgrid interconnect device. This video consists of 5 chapters: product overview, installation preparation, electrical wiring, system commissioning, and HMID cloud connection. Please refer to Thoiser manual for more details. The HMID-200-USG1 and HMID-200-CAG1 are a microgrid interconnect device that supports the connection and management of grid power, backup loads, solar inverters, energy storage inverters, generators, and more. Before installation, let's take a look at the device interfaces. Now, let's look at the preparation before installation. Open the packaging box and take out the HMID-200-USG1 device and its accessories. Check if the device and its accessories are intact. It is recommended to use the following materials and tools. First, select the cable entry. The HMID device has metal knockouts on the left, right, bottom, and rear sides. Choose the appropriate cable entry location as needed. There are 2 sizes of metal knockouts. The large one has an outer diameter of 2.5 inches and an inner diameter of 1.3 inches. The small one has an outer diameter of 1.9 inches and an inner diameter of 1.3 inches. There is also a cable entry with a waterproof plug on the top of the device, with a diameter of 2.5 inches. Remove the waterproof plug before installation as needed. Remove the rubber cap, pull out the cotter pin, and remove the upper cover. If this product is the first access point of the user's entire power supply system, this main grounding jumper must be retained. No operation is required. Keep it as it is from the factory. Labels: the provided L1ES's 1L2, L1ES's to L2, and L1ES's 3L2 labels must be affixed in a prominent location near the main circuit breaker. Note: this product cannot be used as service entrance equipment in the Canadian market. If this product is installed as a downstream device after the main service entrance, this main grounding jumper must be removed to avoid creating a duplicate ground. Locate the main grounding jumper on the neutral bar. Use an appropriate screwdriver to loosen and remove the screw securing the jumper. Carefully remove the main grounding jumper from the neutral bar. Note: if the jumper is not removed in this scenario, it may lead to abnormal grounding fault current paths, posing a safety hazard. Before installing circuit breakers, ensure that all circuit breakers are in the off state. Install circuit breakers that comply with local regulations and standards. Loosen the fixing screws, remove the terminals and plastic separators, install the circuit breaker in the corresponding position, and tighten it. Refer to the recommended table here for the specific torque. According to the actual installation situation, affix L to backup L1 to the corresponding position. For the USG1 version, additionally affix L to grid L1 to the corresponding position. According to local requirements, the busbar current is limited to 160A. Install the circuit breakers in the corresponding positions. Loosen the screws on the circuit breakers. Insert L1 and L2 cables into the corresponding terminals and tighten the screws. Refer to the preceding table for specific cable specifications, stripping lengths, torques, and requirements. The installation of the ESS circuit breaker will be presented in subsequent step. Select a load-bearing wall and use positioning paper to mark the installation hole locations. Use an 8 drill bit to drill holes with the depth of 65-70 m. Tap in the M6 expansion screws. Thread the screws through the waterproof gaskets. Place the device against the wall and tighten the screws. There are knockouts on the left, right, bottom, and rear sides of the device. Choose the appropriate location to introduce the cables. The diameter of the top entry with a waterproof plug is 63 mm. Remove the waterproof plug before installation. Use cables with the specifications recommended in the user manual with a stripping length of 20.3 mm. Connect the L1 and L2 cables to the grid terminals. Connect the neutral wire to the neutral bar. Connect the ground wire to the grounding bar. Tighten all terminals according to the torque requirements. Connect the L1 and L2 cables to the backup load terminals. Connect the neutral wire to the neutral bar. Connect the ground wire to the grounding bar. Tighten all terminals according to the torque requirements. Connect the L1 and L2 cables to the non-backup load terminals. Connect the neutral wire to the neutral bar. Connect the ground wire to the grounding bar. Tighten all terminals according to the torque requirements. Connect the L1 and L2 cables to the generator terminals. Connect the neutral wire to the neutral bar. Connect the ground wire to the grounding bar. Tighten all terminals according to the torque requirements. Connect the ESS circuit breaker to the EPS port of the inverter. Up to 3 inverters can be connected in parallel. Connect the communication cable to the ER-485 terminals and the auxiliary power supply to 12 volts. Connect the L1 and L2 cables to the generator terminals. Connect the neutral wire to the neutral bar. Connect the ground wire to the grounding bar. Connect the dry contact control cable to the no or code terminals and the CT cable to Court 1, Court 2. Connect the L1 and L2 cables to the smart load terminals. Connect the neutral wire to the neutral bar. Connect the ground wire to the grounding bar. Tighten all terminals according to the torque requirements. Use the provided communication cable. Connect the parallel terminal of the HMID to the parallel terminal of the master inverter. Connect the ER-485 terminal of the HMID to the meter A of the master inverter. Connect the ER-485B terminal of the HMID to the meter B of the master inverter. Connect the 12 volts terminal of the HMID to the 12 volts of the master inverter. Connect the 12 volts terminal of the HMID to the GND of the master inverter. Connect the parallel terminals of all slave inverters in parallel to the master inverter in sequence. Ensure that the ER-485 communication cables of all inverters are connected in parallel to the meter A meter B of the master inverter. Must be a normally closed type switch, with on or off positions and an indicator light. Protection rating not lower than NEMA 3 revolutions. Installation location should be easily accessible. Remove the HMID jumper. Locate the EPO-P and EPO-N terminals on the HMID and remove the jumper between them. Connect the EPO switch. Connect one pair of wires from the EPO switch to the EPO-P and EPO-N terminals of the HMID, respectively. Remove the inverter jumper. Locate the EPO-P and EPO-N on the Hoymiles energy storage inverter and remove the jumper. Connect the inverter EPO. Connect the EPO-N terminal of the HMID to the EPO-N of the inverter. Connection method for multiple inverters connected in parallel. First, remove the short circuit wires from the EPO-N of all inverters. Then, connect the EPO-N of all inverters to each other. Finally, connect the EPO-N of the master inverter to the EPO-N terminal of the HMID. Connect the dry contact control port of the generator to the GEN and GEN terminals of the HMID. Connect the output wires of the current transformers on the output side of the generator to the GEN and GEN terminals of the HMID. Before closing any installed hardware, take photos of the completed wiring in the HMID. Ensure that all cables are firmly connected and all cable entry points are properly sealed. Before installing the inner cover, remove the panels on the installed circuit breaker positions. After removing the panels, ensure that each panel hole is clean. Put back the inner cover and tighten the screws to secure the inner cover. For CA-G1 Barrison, put back the cover of the separate compartment and tighten the screws to secure the cover, then hang a lock to lock the cover of the separate compartment. Attach the remaining labels to the corresponding positions of the inner cover based on the actual installation. Install a retaining ring at the hinge pin. Install the door and turn on the circuit breakers. Note, for the routine maintenance of CA-G1 version, before checking and maintaining the device, to avoid accidentally turning on the circuit breaker, turn the red part upward and secure it with the lock on the orange part. Click O and M Toolkit. Click to connect via Bluetooth. Click Go to Set. Select the DTS's wireless network and enter the default password 12345 6. The DTS network name consists of DTS and the last 8 digits of the product serial number. Return to the app. Click Go to Settings to change the default password to a new one. Enter the original password and the new password. Confirm the new password and send it to the D2. Select the DTS's wireless network again and enter the new password. Return to the app. Click O&M Toolkit. From Google Play Store or App Store, download and open the HMILES app. Enter the commissioning interface. Click O&M Toolkit. Click Commissioning. If a parallel system is installed, click Parallel, and all slave inverters will be automatically added. Ensure that the DTS is connected to the master inverter, and the secondary inverters are connected to the master inverter via communication cables to communicate with the DTS. One DTS can communicate with up to 10 inverters. If the HMID-200-USG1 is connected, the HMID will be automatically recognized. Click HMID to set relevant parameters and save them. Select the internal panel or backup terminal according to the ESS connection location. If a PV inverter is connected, enable solar access. If a generator is connected, enable generator access. Set the rated current of the incoming circuit breaker. The default value is 200A, with the range of 100A to 200A. Load control parameters are used to manage the loads connected to the system. Select different control modes according to actual needs. Open the HMILES app. Click O&M Toolkit. Click System Settings Load Control. Select Load Control Mode. Manual Mode. Manually turn on or off the load. Select Manual Mode. Click Save. Timer Mode. Turn on the load during preset time periods. Select Timer Mode. Set the start and end time periods. Click Save. Smart Mode. Turn on the load during preset time periods when the remaining photovoltaic energy exceeds the preset load power. Select Smart Mode. Set the preset load power and time periods. EPS Port Smart Control. Turn off unnecessary loads in backup mode when the battery sock is below the preset value. Select EPS Port Smart Control. Set the battery sock threshold. Click Save. Generator control parameters are used to manage the generator connected to the system and ensure its operation as expected in different modes. Enter the generator control settings interface. Method 1. Open the HMILES app. Click O&M Toolkit. Click Advanced Settings. Enable HMID and Gateway. Disable and save it. Method 1. Open the HMILES app. Click Advanced Settings. Enable HMID and Gateway Enable and save it. Method 2. Open the HMILES app. Click O&M Toolkit. Click Commissioning HMID. Click Enable. Set relevant parameters as required and save them. Complete the commissioning according to the previous commissioning steps. Method 3. Open the HMILES app. Click O&M Toolkit. Click System Settings HMID Configuration. Click Enable. Set relevant parameters as required and save them. At this point, the installation and commissioning of the HMID-200-USG1 are complete.